right, here it is. There is the first C8 on Bachman Chevrolet's lot is here.
His ass that we not film coming off the truck or post on social media. So tomorrow, when it's all open, film away. But for now, FBI, open up!
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today is going to be an extremely fun day today. I don't even know how much I'm going to record. It's just a little after 3:30 a.m. here on Thursday. And today is the day that we... Look at that. How do I get interrupted at 3:30 in the morning recording a vlog for my daughter? So anyways, today's the day we are going to sit here and be headed to the dealership, and we are having our Corvette mobile tour today. The car's already set up. We were there last night. Hey, how do I get interrupted 3:30 in the morning videoing by you?
Why are you up at 3:30 in the morning?
That's a good question, and that's what I was just telling them. Headed to the dealership, so I don't know how much I'm going to record today. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Might be way too busy, even record much stuff, but today's gonna be a blast of a day. I'm gonna try to bring you guys with me. If this is the first time that you're watching the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on, leave a thumbs up as well. And why are you out so early in the morning, 3:30? Been drinking?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Delivering iPhones, right? She works at UPS, and the iPhone shipment came in from China, and they're sitting here in Louisville. One of them.
We had 2 of them on Sunday.
Did you really? Whew.
Yeah.
Have fun shipping all those phones. So if you have an iPhone, you bought the new iPhone, she's getting it to you.
All right, so we are about 20 minutes away from unveiling the car, and decent crowd. You can kind of see it around here. So I have a lot of YouTube subscribers here, and I'm gonna pick 2 of them to unveil the car. So, and then also here we have C2 through C7 all outside of our dealership. We thought it would be really cool to sit here and have all of these awesome cars. We worked really hard to get a C1. Just didn't happen. There's only a couple C1s here in Louisville, and they either didn't call back or they're unavailable, whatnot. But we got C1 or C2 through C8 here. Pretty impressive. So if you've watched earlier videos, we got the news here. We got Wave 3, we got WLKY, we have WDRB here earlier. And Richard is right over there. Richard is a product specialist on the Corvette. He's the one who's been kind of going around dealer to dealership on the East Coast here. Dude's a beast. He knows so much. He's taught me so much on this. So we're just a few minutes away, and we're gonna take the cover off on this. And I told you that I got 2 YouTube subscribers, and both of them have orders with me. So I got 2 customers to take this off, and I think that's pretty cool. Well, future customers, they haven't bought anything yet, right? So future customers to take the car cover off.
Welcome to Bachman Chevrolet. We are so excited to have you here today, and that you took time to come and see this special vehicle. I think you'll be impressed. We're very thankful that we are able to have it here, and we appreciate the people that businesses we've had before, and we're glad you're here and found us.
Well, first I want to tell you, we've sold almost 2,000 new Corvettes since we've opened up in 1985. So with this new car, we're going to far exceed that. When you see the car, you're going to be super impressed. So we did a walk around last night. It was just like, oh my gosh, they did this, they did this, they did this. Who came from the furthest away? We got Texas.
Oh yeah, good point. Alabama, nice.
Florida here.
Memphis.
Ohio.
Over here.
Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it.
Welcome, guys. This is still one of the earliest tour stops we've had, and so you guys are going to be one of the first crowds on the East Coast of the U.S. to get to see the car and sit in the car. So join me in thanking Bachman Chevrolet for having us and giving you guys this opportunity. So thank you. My name is Richard. I'm the Corvette specialist here on tour. And first and foremost, we do realize that it is Thursday during the day. So whatever you guys had to do to be here today, if you had to call out of work sick, fake an illness, get a sitter for the kids, or worse, if you called out of your golf tee time to come see the trunk that can fit 2 sets of golf clubs in it, thank you very much for being here, guys. We really appreciate it.
Angel and Casey are going to help you out.
And we have 2 customers here of Bachman Chevrolet who are going to help us take it off. Feel free to make some deafening roars of approval when you see the car for the first time. And without any further ado, gentlemen, the first ever production mid-engine Corvette Stingray in Sebring Orange. Oh, yeah! 60-40 weight distribution, a little heavier at the back, 40 at the front. We're running coolant all the way around the car to make sure the car is cooled under any conditions. So just under the front headlights here, you'll notice you have 2 primary engines.
Look at those awesome people sitting there. They're getting my posters all handed out. Come on, Devin, let's see it. So the purpose of this video is to share with you some lesser known information that's not readily available out there, that hasn't been talked about or anything like that. This information comes straight from the Corvette Concierge team, which is headed up by Harlan Charles himself. Now, I called the Corvette Concierge team because I wanted to put them to the test. I also didn't think they would know who I was. I was wrong on that, but I do have to say that Austin and Alana, I think I'm saying your name right, I apologize if I'm wrong, but absolutely amazing people there at the Corvette Concierge team. The only bad side to the Corvette Concierge team is there's only 5 of them to head up tens of thousands of Corvette orders and questions from the Corvette community out there. So they have given me some information to push out there to help you as much as I possibly can and as much as they can. The first thing is actually from someone from today at the Corvette Reveal in regards to what is the lift points on the C8. So we're talking about when you put your car on a lift and you lift it up to do like an oil change or some type of maintenance. So on the C7, I measured this out myself, we're a 33-inch lift point. Now you gotta realize that that car is a 50-50 weight distribution, and when you put your lift points on there, they're almost like this. It's really, really weird. When I did my tires over at the Volkswagen store, they have never lifted a Corvette before, and they were really scared seeing the lift points like this rather than out like this, like most vehicles are lifted up. So they're both like this. You can see a picture here on your screen. And then secondly, the lift points on the C8 appear to be about 55 inches wide. Yes, this was that like 22 inches difference between the C7 and the C8, compared to where I measured on a hand-built prototype car of where I think that you would set your lift points and lift a car up to do some type of maintenance. So let's get onto the other stuff that the Concierge team gave me. I think this is a huge thing. Your approach angle is 9.8 degrees. So if you're coming up to a driveway or some type of incline, you have 9.8 degrees approach angle that you can come up. I don't really hear much approach angle on sports cars. It's more of an off-roading thing, but it is nice to know that 9.8 is that approach angle. The front clearance is 5.3 inches. Now, if you're going to the mobile tour cars, the orange one I know for a fact is actually set more about 7 inches. Again, that car is a hand-built car built in May. It is nowhere near the representation of a finished product car. There's actually many things on that car that are not going to be on the final car that you'll probably never notice. So with that, we have a 5.3 inch front clearance, and when you add the front lift option, that adds 40 millimeters or about 2 inches of ground clearance. Obviously, we can sit there and save up to 1,000 points in GPS on that. Only available on 2 and 3LT because all the wiring is different for the radio system for the 1LT versus the 2 and the 3LT. So it's not even something that you can add down the road because I'm sure that it's going to be a question. There are 2 added inches on the passenger side exterior mirror to accommodate better rear view circumventing the mid-engine, which gives us a measurement of 84.6 inches in width for the vehicle when mirrors are taken into account. That's nice to know, 84.6 inches when the mirrors are out, so that way you can start planning your garage space, your lifts, whatever the case may be, where you're going to store it, all that stuff. The recommended track camber setting are -3 degrees in the front wheels and -2 degrees, -2.5 degrees for the rear wheels. The Z51 Performance Package aero aspects afforded 400 pounds of downforce at 180 miles per hour. And while the high wing will be providing more than that, they have yet to finalize testing on it, so we don't know what that is. If you want to know what the high wing height looks like, I have unconfirmed information that you might want to look at the ZL1 1LE Camaro. That's pretty much what you're probably going to see with this high wing spoiler on the car. I can't wait to see it because that's an option I have on my car. There's an extra inch added to the driver's seat track and an additional 9 degrees of recline added to the seat back, both aiming to afford tall drivers more comfort. Now, I'll tell you this, I'm 6'3" and I have sat in this car with a helmet on and I fit in there with no problem, no issues, both driver and passenger seat. While we're today at the Corvette Mobile Tour event, we had a gentleman 6'8" come into the dealership and sit in this car. You'll see those pictures on your screen now. So where his head is above the railing, I think it's safe to say that if you're 6'7" and below, I think you're going to be okay. Now, everybody's legs and torsos are different, so you need to set in it to determine that. Obviously, I'll have my car here, so if you're in the Louisville area, feel free to stop by and you can sit in the car with no problem. Also, there is a 6'7" engineer. I believe he's the gentleman who's got about 25,000 miles on his Corvette, and he sits in it and drives it quite comfortably with no problem. Let's talk about these roof panels. I showed you roof panels in a past video. The roof panel and body colored and the transparent have the same weight of approximately 16 pounds. Now, the transparent top we know is made out of Lexan. The C7 body color top was made out of carbon fiber. The C8 is not made out of carbon fiber. It is actually made out of the traditional fiberglass resin composite material that the car is made out of. When you go to the exposed carbon fiber top, you lose 4 pounds. Yes, you have a 12-pound top when you go to that carbon fiber. So if you're racing the car and want to lose a little weight, go with that carbon fiber top. You lose 4 pounds. The vehicle's offset in the front are 52 and they're 64 in the rear. The standard axle ratio is 4.89. When you go to the Z51 Performance Package, the axle ratio becomes 5.17. Hopefully these are useful to you in determining which car that you want. These are coming straight from the Corvette Concierge team. It's a huge help, but again, they only have 5 people there, so it may take some time to get used to them. If you're wanting to know the status of your car, the best thing to do is go to your dealership, have good open communication with them, and they should be able to tell you just in a matter of minutes if you're 1100 status, 2000 status, 3000 status, 4B00, or the big one that everybody wants, 5,000 delivered to the dealer. All right, guys, there it is. That's the end of the show. What an amazing day we had, and I gotta say thank you to the entire Corvette team. I gotta thank you, Harlan Charles, for putting this on, because he's the one kind of in charge of all this. Alana from the Corvette Concierge, Austin from the Corvette Concierge, all the guys here, Richard, you can see him kind of way out there. I don't want to put him on camera, but anyways, these guys are absolutely awesome. I've learned so much from them, and I was telling some of the sales managers and salespeople here that I live and breathe this car, and if I can learn something, that means everybody can learn something from these guys. So if they're at your dealership and you're watching this stuff, make sure you pay attention, make sure you take some extra time to go into the dealership. You hear that front lift raising? And learn this car to help people all over the country. Oh yeah, by the way, forgot, 10:10 p.m. Does that focus on there? 10:10 p.m. Been here since 4 a.m. Boys and girls, I love Corvette. I love helping out. I love getting all this product knowledge. I love bringing you these videos. So please do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button, turn all of your bell notifications on, and leave a thumbs up, and maybe tell a friend about my channel. As always, thanks again for watching. Have a great day and drive safely.